These are a few points that I do not think you can criticize Jesus for while being intellectually honest with yourself or with others. First point, Christian hypocrisy. Of course, this is the major one. No one wants to read the actual Gospels. They just want to criticize the Christian hypocrites that have lived throughout the centuries, including people who have told others that if you do not convert to Christianity, we will unalive you. That is crazy against the teachings of Jesus. That's just one example. Hating your neighbor. Hating people, disrespecting your neighbor, dishonoring your neighbor, making them out to be less of a person, and, putting yourself on some sort of high horse. That is an example of a Christian hypocrite. Anyone who is, refusing to look at Jesus because of these Christian hypocrites should know that Jesus criticized these hypocrites most highly during his lifetime on earth. So that is not a intellectually honest thing to criticize Jesus for. His teachings were not the foundation for hypocrisy. His teachings were the foundation for equality and love for your neighbor, love for God, doing things that are very loving towards others. That is a foundation that Jesus set. Now, criticizing those hypocrites is also something that Jesus taught. We are to judge righteously, right? All right, second point. When you see things in the Old Testament being carried out that you don't necessarily agree with, Jesus Christ said that the law and the prophets, which is the Old Testament, is summed up in two commandments: love God with your heart, soul, mind, and strength, love your neighbor as yourself. Those two commandments sum up the entire Old Testament. So if you are having an issue and don't want to check out the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, because you have a problem with the Old Testament, you should know that Jesus Christ is the fullness of revelation of God. He is the truth of God revealed to humanity. He's the image of the invisible God, and what he taught is very difficult to disagree with. What the Old Testament is doing is it's working with a fallen world. It's working with a fallen race of people, a fallen culture, and the entirety of the world is fallen. It's cursed, right? So this world, God is drawing people out of. He's drawing people out of this world and into a heavenly state, which he wants to ultimately restore on this earth through his people, through Jesus Christ and his second coming. So stay blessed, y'all. Jesus loves you. He revealed God's love for you. Check him out in the historical biographies of his life, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Stay blessed, y'all.